Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Minnesota's offense will get first crack at it here. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years. This is a rivalry game against Minnesota that they're expected to dominate, and last year, David, they did that.
Michigan, year after year, one of the winningest programs in all of college football. We expect them to be great. Always a tremendous challenge for Minnesota to try to get that little brown gem.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the Michigan Wolverines offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He'll do it himself. Makes a man miss. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then, a little you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding another trophy to the trophy case, and they want the Little Brown Jug in that box.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch around the 50. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. They punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Cleescore. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the move, he fires. To the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. The inside handoff. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab near the sticks. It's Fleming. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Under fire. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Underwood. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Looking to throw for it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Caught behind the line. It's Casey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the returner will be dragged down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Unloads it left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hide.
Turning it on! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Floats it out in space. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Michigan! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Glenn. They'll immediately call timeout.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking downfield very late in the half. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Lindsey. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, great energy in that building and a fun first half for both Michigan and Minnesota with the little brown jug on the line.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this third quarter with a run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he had just enough to will that one home. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the option. Nice move to pick up yardage. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Lindsey. Finds his big tight end. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. First down, 10 yards to go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Catch in the middle, it's Casey. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Glenn. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Casey. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They're going back to the ground. Sweet cut there. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Using his feet, they'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They want to run it left here. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Right back to it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they...
Oh, he's got some space. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, on a second and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back now to at least give themselves an opportunity to convert this 3rd down.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give on the counter. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And his first pass is incomplete. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them a education.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Busts through behind his pad. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Rams him with the stiff arm. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Casey. Free up the gut. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll run the counter. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Trying to pull his way in. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.